The show can't start until we crack open a bottle of Revelton. Whether it's their crisp, clean vodka, the bold spice of their rye whiskey, the rich smoothness of bourbon, or the original honey whiskey that started it all, every pour is a taste of craft and passion straight from the heart of Iowa. So pour yourself a drink, settle in, and get ready to relax, laugh, and enjoy the show.
Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
From the top of Keenan, hear the roar so loud. Black and gold waving, we're a fearless crowd. Under them lights, the fight burns bright. Greatest team assembled, ready for the fight. We stand tall, we stand true. Every game, every play, got the Hawkeye view. Legends rise, and we all knew that the black and gold's coming straight for you. From a Hawkeye view, see the whole state rise. With a heart so strong and fire in our eyes. On the field, on the court, in the stands, we shine. The best in the game, and the state is mine. Cover Hawkeyes, marking, watch them break that glass. Dropping dimes, hitting threes, never second guess. Full court hustle, hear the sneaker slide. With the fight in our veins, we wear that pride. We stand tall, we stand true. Every game, every play, got the Hawkeye view. Legends rise, and we all knew that the black and gold's coming.
All right. Good evening. Back with another edition of Hawk's Eye View. Andrew Barber, Drew Shipley here. Drew, how we doing tonight?
I'm all right. Super busy. I never really thought 8th grade football would eat up all of my free time, but apparently it does. And you know what? I guess it's better than being bored. We have a highly successful, very skilled football team. So the fruits of the labor are paying off. Yeah. But other than that, we have our end of year banquet for work on Saturday. So got that coming up. So looking forward to that. I think summer might finally be over. The temperatures have cranked back down from the 90s that it's been the last week and a half here. So hopefully fall's here to stay in regards to that. But I'm doing all right, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm a little on the tired side. But it's good to get back into this, do this thing. Yeah, I don't know. Just a lot of things going on in life. A lot of stressful things going on in life. So
yeah.
Work, planning a wedding, football. That's not stressful, but it's a nice hobby. So
how did your first episode of Barbara's Best Bets go? It was really
well. We'll know this weekend. We'll see how all the bets shake out. We're going live tonight with Bills minus 11.5.
That's good because I picked the Bills as my survivor pick.
Yeah.
For week 3, I have survived the first 2 weeks. I picked the Cowboys in week 2, and do you know what happens if the game ends in a tie in Survivor?
What?
They both lose.
Wow.
And if you know how that game ended, the Cowboys had to force overtime with a Brandon Aubrey absolute boomer. I think 57 yards, something like that, just to make
60 some.
It was 60 something. You're right.
Pulling up from 64.
It was probably good from 74, if we're being honest.
God.
Absolute weapon, and then for him to cap it off in OT. I think there might have been 45 seconds left in that game. If he misses that, like, game's over. Everybody's out of Survivor that picked the Cowboys. I'm sure not very many people picked the New York Football Giants. They're pretty bad.
No.
So I'm kind of hoping that, like, this divisional matchup tonight doesn't, like, rear its ugly head of just odd duck. I don't know, Tua and Tyreek reconnect, like 2023 style, and just, I don't know, in a shootout somehow win in Buffalo. But I don't see that happening.
I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. The Dolphins
in fact, in one of my same game parlays, I bought the lineup to 13.5 just to get some plus money on it.
Oh wow. Nice. So we'll see. I feel like I'm doing a little bit better in the college game than the pro game these days. Okay. College game, I feel like I have a better read on things. So we'll see. Yeah, we can get into it. UMass game. I don't know how much you watched, if you got to watch the whole thing or not, but give me just your general thoughts and takeaways.
So going into the game, I'm pretty sure I stated that, like, nothing about the result could excite me or, like, have positive influence on the Hawkeyes moving forward. I don't necessarily think that's true anymore. I'm not saying, holy shit, look out, like, we're air raid Iowa Hawkeyes by any means. Putting it in perspective of UMass is literally one of the worst teams in football, in college football.
Yes.
The Hawkeyes did what they were supposed to do, so I'm not mad. I'm not, like, happy. I don't know. Like, the defense did defense stuff that we've come accustomed to. I don't know. I don't know what to take from it with a poor opponent like that. They did what they were supposed to do, so I can remain neutral about it moving forward. How about that?
Nice. They showed willingness to throw the ball, so I think that was good.
Oh, I mean, the first drive was what, 30-yard pass, a scramble, QB scramble, and then a touchdown pass.
Yeah, 45-yarder and a little QB scramble, 45-yarder, a 20-yarder to Seth Anderson. 3 plays, touchdown right away.
It was complete by design of just shoving it down the fan base's throat. Watch us throw the fucking ball. 70 yards. Guess what? That was like twice as many yards as he had, or not twice as many yards, but the season opener, like, already met the total stats in the season opener in the first drive. So
yeah, it was nice. It was nice to just show that they could do it against a live opponent. I mean,
did you just call him a live opponent?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I think that's my way of nicely saying they're a bad football team. They're someone who's not Iowa in practice.
Okay.
So that's how I'm putting it.
Okay.
They're someone who's not Iowa in practice against I don't know how else to say it.
Okay.
Yeah. Could have put their foot on the gas maybe a little more. Could have crushed this team by a little more, but I think you got Hank Brown some reps, and Hank Brown looked pretty decent in those reps, so that was nice to feel like there's some sort of confidence at the backup quarterback spot.
Really did want to see a 50 burger at the end of the day, and the fact that they went for it on, like, 4th and 9 on, like, the 20. It was like, come on, my guy, and then not even throw the ball to do it.
Yeah,
that kind of pissed me off. It's like you're already having it in their face going for it on 4th down, and, like, he was, I don't know, he got 6 maybe on 4th and 9, something like that. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe the biggest news of that game is that Xavier Williams got hurt. So that's not good. He'll be out this weekend. this Friday night, tomorrow night, against Rutgers. Kamari Moulton sounds like can play. We'll see in what capacity. So I think that was probably the biggest news. And, well, not the biggest news. The biggest headline is Kirk making history, 206.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
So
that
that was
goes
cool.
without saying.
It was a cool moment, for sure. I think Anthony Herron being on the call and doing the on-field interview was cool. A former player.
Did it feel a little awkward to you, though? Like he should have just kept with talking about the moment, necessarily not the like particulars of the football game. Like, obviously, substandard opponent. Like, why even bring that up? Just revel in the moment of the accolade over even talking about the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed like an awkward exchange at times in some of the, but obviously very happy for Kirk, very well deserved. Low key, I think I told you this. Low key, I think it was better that it happened at Kinnick.
Yeah.
I had the home crowd in the moment there. I mean, the crowd did thin out overall just by a poor opponent, and then the game ending late. Lots of Des Moines Metro fans, like always, trying to get out of there. But I think in a way it was better it happened at Kinnick.
I would agree with you. I mean, it could have happened at Kinnick in game one if it had just beat Missouri in the bowl game. But I digress. Yeah, I think it's better to do it in front of the home fans. It would have been sweet to do it against Iowa State, but then you don't get kind of the tribute and all that right away. You have to do the tribute like before this UMass game, and
Right.
then it screws all that up and makes the game go even later. Yeah, I think the way it worked out is A-okay. Kind of unbelievable that we're here too, because I mean, Kirk Ferentz first 2 years, 4-19. So to get 202 wins in 23 years is quite the feat, especially at a place like Iowa, I would say.
And you know what? In the new culture now in the 2020s, that he would have been fired in those first two
Yes.
seasons, right? So
yeah, he would have gotten the third. He would have gotten the third year, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a place where we're maybe a little bit more patient than some others.
Well, we certainly were in the Barta administration. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think maybe now it's not as patient as it was before, but it may be. I've heard people make some mention of how it may be unbreakable just because of that reason. Drew, I mean, someone pointed out that like Ryan Day would have to stay at Ohio State for another 15 years doing what he's doing now. And that's if like Kirk Ferentz retired after this year.
Well, yeah, because I mean, even though Ryan Day goes 11-1, perhaps 12-0, Kirk Ferentz goes 8-4, 9-3. You only net 4 against that number, right? 3 or 4 at best.
2, 3, 4, yeah, something like that.
And that's never going to like cut at what's Ryan Day at right now? 93, I think, something like that.
Something crazy like
somebody
that.
else bring up James Franklin. I believe he's at 77, something like that.
Yeah, but those guys are going to have to stay for a long, long time. And who knows? Like, coaches look for new opportunities, fans, media, whatever, run good coaches out. I mean, things happen, right? So,
I mean, Ryan Day was a first-round playoff loss away from being fired last year.
I know.
I mean, they wanted his head after losing to Michigan 3 straight years.
I think winning the national championship saved his job, which is wild to think about.
And now you know how much pressure is on James Franklin.
Yeah, right.
I mean, most talented class perhaps ever at Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
number 2 in the country. Like 9-3 is not going to cut it anymore with that kind of talent.
Yeah, but anyways, I'll go on record and say this is unbreakable record in Big Ten history because Kirk's not going to end after this year. He's going to keep going. So I'll put it out there and say he's got a few more years left yet. So that's going to make it really unbreakable.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Well, man, I'm kind of at a loss because there's not much to talk about with the UMass game. We can talk about the Rutgers team, talk about the preview there. Have you watched any Rutgers football this year, Drew?
Guilty. No, I haven't.
No, neither have I. I think I caught a little bit of their game in week 1, maybe against Ohio. But I can't say I've watched a whole ton of Rutgers football. Here's their schedule. They're 3-0, 34-31 win at home over Ohio, 45-17 win at home over Miami of Ohio, and a 60-10 win against Norfolk State last week at home.
What a non-con.
Yeah, what a non-con. They're lighting up the scoreboard, 46 points per game, but giving up 31 points giving up 24 points per game to MAC teams.
I mean, Ohio might be
decent,
fairly good. They gave Ohio State a run in the first 2.5 quarters.
Sure, I'll give them Ohio, but it was a 3-point win over Ohio at home.
Yeah.
Ohio's decent, but Miami of Ohio is conversely not decent. Still put up 17. Still made it somewhat of a game for a little bit there. Rutgers offense has been good. Rutgers defense has been bad. Rutgers is banged up on the offensive line. So they're on their 4th left tackle of the year.
Jesus Christ.
And like their 3rd right tackle.
Oh,
I think
wow.
Cristiano said. So we're going up like against their 4th and their 3rd stringer on the tackles. So this is going to be a day in a game where Max Llewellyn, Ethan Herkett, Brian Allen, and those guys just absolutely eat, or they absolutely should eat against this Rutgers squad.
If that's the case, they are so banged up on the offensive line. Why do you think Iowa's only a 1.5 favorite?
2.5 points?
Is it 2.5 now?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's maybe just Friday night's a weird spot. I do think Rutgers is a good home venue. So I don't think it's kind of the sleepy place that it once was. It's sold out. It's a blackout game for them. They're treating this like a big game at Rutgers. So there's that. I think it's what you saw on the road against Iowa State is getting factored in here. But I'm not sure necessarily why -2.5 is the spread. So I'm a firm believer of don't bet on your favorite team, so I'll hold to that. But if I was objectively betting on a side, I think that -2.5 is pretty good. It's pretty free.
I would take the Hawkeyes to cover for sure. I would like to say that I came up with this stat myself, but I will give credit where credit is due. I heard it on Murph and Andy Monday, I believe. 4-0 all-time against Rutgers, averaging point differential of 20+ per game, as in beating them by 20+. Now, I like Greg Schiano. I think he's a good coach, and I think having him back there is good for that program. I think the Hawkeyes are definitely better than 3 points.
I do too.
In this spot. So, I don't know. I mean, they just owned Rutgers out in the entire Big Ten era of Rutgers football. I mean, obviously, small sample size, right? With as many teams as there is, you only play them maybe every 3rd year. But that's pretty pretty substantial, averaging point differential of 20 over 4 games. I mean, there were periods of time where the Iowa Hawkeyes weren't scoring 20 points a game. So the fact that they were beating them by 20 plus is pretty significant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. What I guess I will say too is what gives me some pause maybe is the ability of Rutgers to throw the ball this year. Callie McManus is still there. He looks like a decent quarterback so far. I mean, he's completing 73% of his passes, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions. So, again, factor in the competition a little bit there, but Rutgers does have some decent options at wide receiver too, and some big guys. Ian Strong is 6'4" and a big X receiver, and then they have KJ Duff, who's like 6'6" wide receiver, and then they brought in a guy named DT Sheffield, who's kind of their slot guy. They have weapons on offense that could give us some pause in the passing game there. So it's not a given. I think that's kind of the lone thing that gives me a little bit of concern if I'm an Iowa fan, or if I'm the Iowa defense, is their ability to throw the ball has been proven pretty well at this point in the season. So that's my Rutgers research there. The thing that gives me optimism is their defense, again, pretty porous. There's opportunities there to exploit their defense on the ground, through the air, pretty much any which way. So I think Iowa is going to have plenty of opportunity to score points here. I don't think it will be extremely – I know we make offense look difficult sometimes, but I don't think this is a case where we're going up against a cream of the crop Big Ten defense.
No, we're not. No.
This is a bottom tier, bottom 4 of the Big Ten type defense that we're going up against. So we should have the opportunity to move the ball.
For sure.
So then I think it really comes down to, can our defense do enough to slow down the passing game? That's why I think it's the defensive line. So for me, this whole entire game is going to come down to the defensive line, because they are going to drop back and pass quite frequently. And with those inexperienced tackles going up against our experienced ends, that should be advantage Iowa if those guys are ready and raring to go. So that's what gives me a great deal of confidence in this game.
For sure.
So
the short turnaround and going out to the East Coast is really, really weird. But the last time Iowa did that, they went to Maryland a couple of years ago on a Friday night. And was it Nate Stanley or was it Petrus? I don't remember.
Petrus. It was 2021. It was Petrus, but we picked off Talia Tagovailoa a bunch of times, like five times. Yeah. Returned like 2 of them for touchdowns, I think.
Yeah.
And ran all over him too. Goodson had a couple touchdowns, I think. So it was bloodbath. I don't want to say this is going to be the same outcome, but that's another thing that we haven't talked about yet, is our defense hasn't forced a turnover in this game, in 3 games.
That's wild.
And just given that Rutgers is going to mainly try to move the ball through the air, and I think our defensive line can get pressure, I think that's a recipe for getting at least 1 turnover.
That's wild to even think about. I mean, Iowa has perennially led the Big Ten and the top 10 of the entire country in plus minus.
Yeah, when it comes to turnovers, yeah, you're right.
So the fact that they have not turned it or not turned over the opponent at all in 3 games, that is wild.
Yeah. I mean, give me TJ Hall to, make at least one interception in this game.
Okay, I like that.
I think, and so I talked about Ian Strong. I know that he's kind of questionable too. I think he might be kind of on the fence of playing. So that's one of their top wide receivers. So it may get easier for us if he's not able to go.
Okay.
But again, Rutgers has real Big Ten wide receivers. So that's something that we have to contend with. And we said a lot of the same things going into 2021 Maryland. They had real Big Ten wide receivers too.
Yeah, they did.
So that's, again, this Rutgers team is not maybe the pushover that they have been in the past. I just don't think that their schedule, it's kind of like Iowa where we could get better and look better than we did last year, but it may not show in the end results. I think that's going to be a very similar story for Rutgers this season. Is their end record won't truly reflect how good they are just because of the gauntlet of their schedule.
Okay.
And that's why I think you saw them take the route that they did in the non-conference there to build a little confidence because, I mean, this isn't a Rutgers show, but they host Iowa and then they go to Minnesota and Washington. They host Oregon at Purdue and then finish the season at Illinois, host Maryland, at Ohio State, Penn State. So, yeah, they have Oregon, Illinois, and Ohio State,
Penn State.
And road games against Minnesota and Washington, who I think are decent teams.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to end up being a bowl team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like this team could be better and play close at some of these games and not get the win and end up like 5-7, 4-8.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I mean, they're only maybe give me game is Maryland. But I don't know. That's kind of probably going to be a toss up by that point in the season.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't look at that schedule and see, oh, this is an easy win for Rutgers. That just doesn't exist for them.
Right.
It doesn't really exist for Iowa this year either, I don't think. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Do you have any other thoughts on UMass, Kirk Ferentz, Rutgers?
Not really, man. Not really. I mean, UMass is what it was, what it should have been. Rutgers, I mean, should be a Big Ten equivalent of the same, except, we're on the road here, first Big Ten game of the year. I mean, I can't say Iowa's the better football team because I haven't seen Rutgers, so that's not fair to them. What you see on paper, what you see in their opponents, I think Iowa's probably more prepared for this football game. Just based on opponents and schedules and where they're at in the season, I would say. So I feel comfortable going in tomorrow night. I think it's going to be a comfortable win. I think it's going to be a cover. I think it's going to be an over.
Wow. Love that.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think the recipe is there for all of those things. Just given the Rutgers defense and the Rutgers offense, especially maybe even if we are blowing them out, they're going to keep having to throw the ball, right? So that's going to lead to points. That's still the strong suit. So let's go ahead and take a break. Drew, we'll come back. We'll make our predictions, and maybe we can talk a little men's basketball because the schedule dropped for the Big Ten.
I was going to say there was some kind of bad news of commitment not going our way as well.
Wait, what?
Yeah, didn't you hear? We'll talk about it after the break.
We'll talk about it after the break. Let's hear it.
All right.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, Each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa born, Iowa aged, Iowa bottled. Try the new single barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com.
Gentlemen, let's be honest. Finding the perfect gift for your wife or girlfriend isn't always easy. You want something thoughtful, stylish, and unique. And that's exactly what you'll find at Styled by JJ Boutique. Julia Bradshaw and her team strive to be your go-to boutique for casual, boho, and chic clothing and accessories, helping women elevate their style one piece at a time. Located right here in Johnston, Iowa, Styled by JJ brings trendy, high-quality fashion that boosts confidence without breaking the bank. So, if you're looking for a gift that says, I get you, instead of I tried, head to Styled by JJ Boutique. Because nothing makes her smile like feeling beautiful. Styled by JJ Boutique, where style meets confidence. Visit our Johnston location or shop online at styledbyjjboutique.com.
Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing your home, or if it's simply time to renovate the one you're already living in, you need an experienced mortgage professional to help you analyze your financing options and to make sure the closing goes smoothly. And that's exactly what you get when you call Kyle Lehman at Wintrust Mortgage. Kyle's experience and expertise, coupled with Wintrust's rates and programs, ensures you'll get the mortgage that's right for you. You may even qualify for down payment assistance. Before you reach out to a realtor, call Kyle and get pre-qualified, empowering you to start shopping for the home of your dreams. Call Kyle at 515-473-0546. Kyle Lehman Wintrust Mortgage, 515-473-0546.
All right, Drew, we're back, and you're going to have to fill me in on this recruiting news because I feel like I missed something.
Iowa target Quinn Costello, 4-star power forward. The 2026 class, committed to Michigan and Dusty May yesterday.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know how hard we were. I don't even know if Costello actually visited. He might have.
He had offers from Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin, Maryland, and Illinois.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if that one was ever really truly in the cards.
The beautiful AI says that he was seen as a key target, and his decision is a noteworthy recruiting development for both programs.
Okay, well, I may not trust the AI on that one.
A hopeful target, quote unquote.
Okay, well, we can't always trust AI, or otherwise they'll take over the world. Yeah, which that may be coming anyways. We may not be able to stop that. There are two guards that I was in on 2026 that I think I want. Coleman and Hartman. They both visited, and I think we have a good chance of both those guys. They're both kind of combo guards. And then 2027 recruiting's heating up, and we're in on a couple of 4-star point guards and even a 5-star like forward combo guy. We'll see. It sounds like he might actually visit. The 5-star might actually visit. We'll see. We'll see if that comes to fruition. But
it's always hard for me to hear like words of like class of 27 and class of 28 in recruiting, as I can get fired up about it, right? Because they really can do anything they fucking want right up until their signing day, right? So like, so-and-so 5-star of the 2029 class committed to Iowa. That's cool, but they're in 8th grade, so there's a lot of things that can happen between now and then, things like that. And so it's hard for me to look past like 26.
Yeah. No, I don't want to look past 26, but getting Ethan Harris in 2026 is big. Trey Thompson was 2026 and decided to reclassify and show up. So, and he was a big win over Purdue for the staff. So we beat out Gonzaga and Purdue right off the rip here in recruiting battles.
That's a pretty big deal.
For forwards without even having played a game.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. If we're able to land Coleman and Hartman, we're battling like Illinois, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Minnesota, those kinds of teams. So Big Ten teams. We're battling Big Ten teams for both of those guys. So they're legit Big Ten players, at least in the eyes of all the coaches in the Big Ten. They are. So that would be good, and that's going to be a big need for Iowa in the long run, especially next year, right? We're going to have to get good guard play from either freshmen or the portal after Bennett Sturts is done with his 1 year. But we can look forward maybe to men's basketball season just a little bit because the schedule for Iowa men's basketball conference play dropped, and it is kind of makes December a little bit rough.
Oh, for like the second, like the 20th year in a row, it seems like.
Yeah.
They have to go on the road to Illinois and then Indiana and then Purdue all before fucking New Year's, some bullshit like that.
No, so it's
Okay.
2 conference games right before we play Iowa State. So, and one of them is going on the road to Michigan State. So we get to go to the Breslin Center on December 2nd, home for Maryland on December 6th, which is cool because the Big Ten home opener is a Saturday game. But then we would play on December 11th at Iowa State. So probably looking at 3 top 25 teams in a row to kick off December. And then
I tell you what, I'd like to have some pity for the Hawkeye basketball team in regards to their schedule. But have you seen Iowa State's leading up to the Cy-Hawk game?
Oh, is it pathetic like usual?
No, it's not. They go to Vegas in that tournament. They play St. John's and Creighton.
Oh, okay.
And then they go to Purdue 5 days before Iowa.
Okay, good for them. Good for them for stepping it up for once. The first time in the Otzelberger era where they're playing something other than cream puffs in Iowa. Good for them.
You're out of control.
I'm not. But yeah, I guess it's a bit of a step up from where we are because we play Ole Miss and Utah in November in our tournament. Ole Miss and Utah. So Sweet 16 Ole Miss, by the way.
Well, about time we've stepped it up in the fucking non-con. How about that?
I mean, Fran definitely tried.
Oh man, let's go play Augustana College from Rock Island.
That was an exhibition, wasn't it?
I thought that was an actual one that counted. Then they play that in Moline as well for Owen Freeman.
I don't think that was Augustana. We played someone in Moline. I can't remember who that was.
Western Illinois? Fuck, I don't know.
Probably Western Illinois or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. We have a home game against Xavier too, so that's kind of cool.
Good. It's good to see that we beefed up our non-con as well. They needed it.
Well, Robert Morris, tournament team. Xavier. Okay. On the fringe. Ole Miss, Sweet 16 team. Utah, NIT team.
See, I would have liked to have seen us play Xavier when Jack Nungy was still there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows what Xavier is going to be like now. That'll be interesting. But what I'm saying is not an easy non-con for Iowa this year. So
yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good to see.
Yeah. And we have a squad that I feel like will be up to the challenge. And they will embrace that challenge and be physical and tough mentally as well. So I think the coaching staff embraces all of that. I don't think they're shying away from any of that either. So it's good. And I think hopefully in future years we'll see kind of the profile rise in that non-conference. We'll get some higher non-conference games.
I would really like to see the Big Four come back. I want matchups against Drake and you and I.
I don't.
On a yearly basis.
I do not. It doesn't make any sense in today's landscape.
Why does it not make any sense?
Because those teams don't add enough from a net ranking standpoint.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Hold on. Let's talk about teams that don't add to fucking net rankings.
Well,
let's go through the rest of Iowa basketball's fucking non-con schedule. Let's talk about fucking net rankings, okay?
Okay. But every team does what Iowa does. So if you're going to throw Robert Morris, Western Illinois, Southeast Missouri, and Chicago State at me, every team has those games. Every team in the Power Conference has those games.
Are you saying that Drake and you and I don't provide a better net ranking opponent than any of those people? They both do.
I'm not saying that, but it's the same argument as why people want to move on from Cyhawk football.
Western Michigan, Bucknell. Hey, we play UMass of Lowell.
Yes, exactly.
Not UMass Marcus Camby. UMass Lowell.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but teams have those home games.
In there, your argument I'm shooting down immediately, and you can't say that UMass Lowell has a better net ranking benefit to the Iowa Hawkeyes. No fucking chance.
I mean, in a weird and twisted way, it does actually build up your net.
How?
Again, I don't understand it, but that's the argument there. And I'm not going to argue for the Big Four. I'm not going to argue for it. I think there's a reason why both teams are out of it. Because remember, Iowa State's out on that too. They're not in on that either. Probably for similar reasons.
It's ridiculous. It's because they're fucking scared.
I mean, I don't.
Jamie Pollard has went on KXNO multiple fucking times over multiple fucking years and said there's no benefit in playing these games, quote unquote.
Yeah.
What do you mean there's no benefit in playing these games? Let's play Idaho State. Okay, fuck you. No, that's bullshit. That's all a facade. UMass Lowell, give me a fucking break. All right, my rant's over. I feel so much better about that.
All right, you went down a rabbit hole there, but that's all right.
I needed that. I needed to get fired up about Hawkeye basketball on September 12th or September 18th.
All right.
I need to do.
Let's do it.
Gosh.
All right.
Hey, we still waiting to hear from that young woman about committing to the University of Iowa. She's still gonna go on Pat McAfee 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we are still waiting.
What do we want to call it?
Yeah, I don't know. But the women's basketball version of Trilly Donovan said that she was 80% sure about McKenna to Iowa. She's now 95% sure. Something's happened to make her closer there. Again, the Volitsko family is a different breed. They're not just doing it for show and flash. She's not going to do the thing where she has three hats in front of her and tosses one to the side. They're very respectful of all the recruitment options that they've kind of had. So that's my understanding, at least.
She's not going to take her talents to South Beach on an ESPN special.
Right. Exactly. But she is going to do it in her own way on her own time. So I think patience there, and I think patience will inevitably pay off in her becoming a Hawkeye. So feeling good. Feeling good about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Not feeling good about the Buffalo Bills. It's 7-7 in the first quarter.
I was gonna say something when we came back from break, and the Dolphins just went down and drove the ball down their throat, and it was 7-0. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Well, don't worry. Buffalo responded. It's on.
I needed a Dawson Knox touchdown instead of Dalton Kincaid, but it's fine. It's fine.
Josh Allen and the boys are rolling.
Hey, we got the over. We needed help from the Dolphins anyway. So
there you go. Let's make some game predictions. Drew, you start us off here with Iowa Rutgers.
30-20.
I like it.
There's a lot of points for the Rutgers, just because I think we might get beat a time or two on an explosive play, just based on the fact that they are with Big Ten caliber receivers. I think they could probably get by our defense a time or two to make it, I wouldn't say competitive, but like it looks better on the scoreboard and on paper at the end of the day type situation.
Yeah, I like that. I think I'll further upon that and go 34-17 Iowa. And I think this is a comfortable win. And we're again, like you say, never in doubt. And I do think that last touchdown could be kind of late for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And again, it'll look a lot closer than it truly was, because we know how Kirk Ferentz does it. Get a big lead, put your foot on the brakes a little bit. That would maybe scare me if he does that a little too much against Rutgers, because they are the kind of team that if you let them hang around, they can take advantage. But I think it'd be good. It'll be a good week for getting the confidence up, and it will be nice to come out of there with a nice, easy win and then get enough rest to prepare for the big one against Indiana. And we'll see where Indiana is at, because they're hosting Illinois this weekend.
Yeah.
So number 19, Indiana, hosting number 9, Illinois. If Indiana prevails there, which I believe they're favored to. Actually, they're a 5.5-point favorite at home over Illinois. So we could be looking at a top 15 team coming to Kinnick.
Is that where Fox Big Noon is?
I don't think Fox Big Noon is going to be at Kinnick.
No. I was talking about this upcoming weekend. Is it in Bloomington? Is it Indiana? Indiana.
Good question, Drew.
I feel like it should be out of that slate, out of like Big Ten.
No, Fox Big Noon is Texas Tech, Utah. Yeah.
I mean, that could potentially be a Big 12 final.
Right.
I mean, from what Iowa State does, but.
Yeah, Illinois, Indiana is the 6:30 game on NBC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, that's probably a better slot, honestly.
Yeah. There's some nice games in the Big Ten. It's going to be nice to watch Iowa Friday and then have all Saturday to not have to watch Iowa or worry about Iowa or worry about the kickoff.
Yeah.
You can just watch college football and not care about your favorite team for the both of us.
I'll be at training in my banquet all fucking day Saturday, but whatever, you know.
Oh, Nebraska hosting Michigan this weekend.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Indiana hosting Illinois. And then I think another one that I'll be interested in is the late one, Michigan State USC.
Okay.
At USC, obviously, but a 10 p.m. kickoff on Fox.
That's wild.
So good chance that game doesn't get over to like 1 a.m. Iowa time. If you want to stay up and watch college football from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m., You can do it.
It's possible.
You can do it on Saturday.
It's not Pac-12 after dark anymore, but
It's Big Ten after dark.
that's
But
right.
all right, so you and I both have Iowa getting easier wins on the roads over Rutgers. Drew, anything before we call it a night and sign off?
I just wanted to get your 2 cents on this, and you brought up Indiana Illinois game. The Indiana Fever are playing in a do or die playoff game. I just want to pick your brain. Since the Caitlin Clark injury, what has your watching of the W been like? Is it existent?
No.
I think I'm one of the few that actually followed the Fever throughout the season, even after Caitlin Clark, because I just wanted to see. I don't know, like they were in playoff position the whole time in hopes that she was going to come back for the playoffs, and then they announced that she wasn't coming back at all like a week ago. But like, I still like Aaliyah Boston. I like Kelsey Mitchell. What happened to the rest of the roster is sad with,
Sophie
Cunningham, yeah. Dewana Quitter is the name I like to bring up. I like that's her nickname, Dewana Quitter. Going back to Phoenix with her spouse, which the Phoenix Mercury still in the playoffs as well. I think they have a do or die tonight as well in the late window. But I was just curious as to what your watching habits have been since she's been out, because I think I'm actually one of the few that have kept up throughout regardless.
I applaud you for keeping up and watching. I'm a Caitlin Clark stan. I'm rocking with Caitlin Clark.
I understand, but it's still Caitlin Clark's team. I mean, they're down 7. They just started the second half, 56-49 in Atlanta. So, I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah.
For the Fever. I'm still going to root for the Fever until they're out. And then maybe after the Fever are bounced, my W watching probably comes to an end for the year.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, I mean, like football just cranked up, and now I'm all in football mode and all. I mean, I'll watch. What do we got? Rice Charlotte tonight. I mean,
yeah, baby.
I will take a little bit of a stab at Rice Charlotte if this NFL game gets out of control. Which
give us a Barber's Best Bets, a live bet on that game.
a live bet on Rice
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Let's make a live bet on Rice Charlotte.
Oh, night. Hang on. Let me open my app.
Let's do it.
Give me a second. I got to see what's going on live.
Yes.
Oh. Second quarter, it's 7-6.
Okay.
The over-under is 39.5.
Okay.
Yes.
What's
the over?
What's the live spread?
The live spread is Charlotte by 1.5.
Oh boy.
You can't
even get plus money going the other way with Rice. It's probably split minus 105 and minus 115.
Oh, you can get minus 108 on Rice just now.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
But looks like Charlotte's about to score. Give me the over 39.5 right now.
All right.
13 points. We got a whole half of football left to play. We need 27 points here and basically a half of football.
Book it. Barber's Best Bets on Tuesday nights.
On Tuesday nights. Oh, hey, I gave them out on the show. I guess I'll give some out to you here. TCU and Oklahoma minus 6.5. Baylor money line. Kansas minus 13.5. Clemson minus 17.5. Michigan State USC over 56.5. That's what I'm rocking with in college football.
Hey, let's talk about your record last week with all of your Big Ten super dogs.
2-1.
Hey,
Purdue and West Virginia.
West Virginia won outright.
West Virginia won outright. I took the points.
I told you they would too. I told you I liked them outright.
Yeah.
On this podcast.
Yeah. Wisconsin didn't work.
Wisconsin got fucking woodshed. They're bad, man.
My Browns bet didn't work, but my Jamar Chase anytime TD was money. We got the Bills in the NFL. We got Niners minus 1.5, which I wish I could have gotten to it when Arizona was still favored, but they were the slight favorite on Tuesday. And then I got my Mike Evans and CeeDee Lamb touchdowns this week. Neither of those guys have a touchdown.
That's interesting because Mike Evans is a touchdown machine.
I know. Through 2 games, neither one of those guys have a touchdown.
And how about some credit to Baker Mayfield, man? I fucking love that guy now.
Yeah,
I didn't care for him at Oklahoma, but I've come around on him.
Yeah, especially since he's bounced around and now found a home. And our guy Tristan Wirfs is there. Maybe we like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a little more just because Tristan Wirfs is there. Oh, and Anthony Nelson was there for a while.
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs I don't think has played this season. He's been hurt.
No, but if they're 2-0 without him, and if he comes back,
the NFC South is wide open, and it typically is. And the Bucs have won it like the last 4 straight years, going back to Tom Brady's last year.
Unless something happens to Baker, I have a pretty high degree of confidence they're going to win it again.
I mean, don't look out for the Falcons though, too, man. They're scrappy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Is like, can the Bucs sweep the Falcons or split and then beat the rest of the division? I think, yeah.
Well, the Panthers and the Saints are just abominable.
Exactly.
They're so bad.
Exactly. So I don't know. It'll come down to some weird tiebreaker things, maybe.
Sure.
But yeah, those are my picks for this weekend. I basically went 500 last weekend with my picks between college and NFL. So
that's all right.
Yeah, 500. We look to get. They say 60% is rather sharp.
Yeah, because you got to get above the juice, right, to actually make money.
Yeah. Yep. So we are not above the juice through week 1, but maybe week 2 will get us closer.
Sure.
So, all right. Anything else before we call it a night?
I think we're good, brother.
All right. Well, have a great night. Thanks for listening, as always, and go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Talking football, talking hoops, every sport in between. IOWA, yeah, you know what I mean. From a Hawks high view, see the whole state rise. With a heart so strong and fire in our eyes. On the field, on the court, in the stands we shine. The best in the game, yeah, the state is mine.